오늘은 2021년 11월 24일입니다. 수요일이군요. 2018년 9월 27일부터 영어 문장 암기로 영어 공부를 한 지가 1154일째 됩니다. 지금까지 35만 8,160번 학습했고요. 그 다음에 하루 평균 이거를 갖다가 1154로 나누면 하루 평균 310.4번 영어 문장을 암기한 거죠. 지금까지 2470개 문장을 암기했습니다. 오늘 10개 문장을 추가할 가능성이 있습니다. 지금 5단계에서 한 개만 더 넘기면은 1050개가 됩니다. Butter is used to make cookies. Butter is used to make cookies. 비밀로 해주면 좋겠어요. I want you to keep that confidential. I need you to keep this confidential. Food is the best medicine for your health. I'm doing great. You haven't changed a bit. Never have I seen you before. 유가 빠져서 Never have I seen such a thing. Never have I seen such a thing. 엉뚱하겠네. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. He's getting around. He has been around. He has been around. He has been around. He has been around. Weddings can't do without flowers. I thought it was my job. I thought it was my fault. I thought it was my fault. I thought it was my fault. Tariffs on cars will phase out by 2025. Will be phased out by 2025. will be 했나? I shouldn't think too much. I shouldn't think too much. I shouldn't think too much. My brain went blank. I can't put it up any longer. I'm doing great. You have changed a bit. My boss tends to procrastinate a bit whenever he has to do work. Procrastinate. Glass bottle are not allowed inside the stadium. I was full of curiosity. Now, as you might imagine, I was too happy getting up that early. Look it up. This is one of my favorite songs. Do I make a breakfast? Do I have to make a breakfast? Do I have to make breakfast? It seems like it might snow. It seems like it might snow. We need to talk about this issue first thing in the morning. We need to talk about this issue first thing in the morning. I don't want to get her in trouble. I thought it was my fault. What if I get a call from work? I never saw I'd be able to do this. That is a problem that we need to solve. Did you used to eat a lot of candy when you were a child? What worried me most is my final exams. The weather is terrible today. I don't want to move anywhere. Can you act together? You have to be ready to back it up. You have to be ready to back it up. You have to be ready to back it up. You have to be ready to back it up. You have to be ready to back it up. I told you to be careful. What were you doing at 10 last night? I've never heard that. I've never heard that. I've never heard this. I've never heard this. I've never heard that. I've never heard it. 그는 그날 밤에 가출하려고 했다. He tried to run away from home at that night. Run away. Miracle, those who believe in them. Miracle happens to those who believe in them. Miracle happens to only those who believe in them. Miracle happens only those who believe in them. I can't put it off any longer. Put yourself in my shoes. Never say never. You never know if it could happen. I don't know where to go. I didn't know where to go. I just didn't know where to go. 다 했습니다. 오, 너무 많이 올렸네. 1050개까지 올렸어야 되는데. 이제 6단계 들어갑니다. 너는 나에게 약속했잖아. You made me do it. You stick to it. You made me a promise. You need to stick to it. You made me a promise. You need to stick to it. You made me a promise. You made me a promise. You made me a promise. You need to stick to it. My grandfather built this house in 1940. I went grocery shopping today. It was long overdue. I had so many things to buy. I think it was 300,000 won worth of groceries. It took a lot of time too. Normally it takes less than an hour, but it took almost 2 hours. I went to grocery shopping today. It was long overdue. So I had so many things to buy. I think I bought almost 300,000 won worth of groceries. It took a lot of time too. Normally it takes less than an hour, but it took almost 2 hours. 당신이 운전을 했으며 I need you to, I want you to, I need you, I need you, I want you to drive. I think I want you to drive. I think I want you to drive. I want you to drive. Where is the stop? Where is the stopover? Where is the stopover? He is the greatest poet that Korea has ever produced. Are you okay? You okay with this? Is that okay with you? 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 How many times have I to say? Have I told you to do? I have to say. How many times do I have to? How many times do I have to say? How many times do I have to say? 몇 번이나 말해야 알겠어요? How many times do I have to say? How many times do I have to say? I'm gonna go to the store real quick. I'm gonna go to the store real quick. Real quick. It's not that important. It's not that important. What am I supposed to trust? What am I supposed to trust? Why don't you? Why don't you just trust me on this one? Why don't you just trust me on this one? Why don't you just trust me on this one? Why don't you just trust me on this one? Why don't you just trust me on this one? Why don't you just trust me on this one? On this one. Why don't you just trust me on this one? Your guess is just a smile. 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 It's just a smile. Your guess is just a smile. 아주 좋은 생각 같아요. It's a really good idea. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. Actually, we don't have time today. How worried do I need to be? How is that different? How is that different? I'm not myself today. 휴가 때 어떤 계획 있으세요? Do you have any plans holiday? Yes, I am planning to go on a short trip, but that means I have to take extra time work, so it's not gonna be easy. Do you have plans? Do you have any plans for the holidays? Yes, I'm planning to go on a short trip with my family, but that means I have to take extra time off work, so it's not gonna be easy. I will answer the question one at a time. I will let you know when I hear from them. Please look it up. Let me look that up for you. 한 번만 봐주세요. Let me look that up for you. Please take a look at it. 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 한 번만 봐주세요. 한 번만 살펴봐주세요. 참고해주세요. Please take a look at it. Please take a look at it. Please take a look at it. Political stability has an influence on international forms of tourism. Political stability has an influence on international forms of tourism. Political stability has an influence on international forms of tourism. Political has an influence on international forms of tourism. The fact of matter is that the project is due on Friday. The fact of matter is that the project is due on Friday. I can't help it. Politeness makes you enjoyable to be around, and so gives you an enduring edge over those who never acquired it. Politeness makes you enjoyable. Politeness makes you enjoyable to be around, and so gives you an enduring edge over those who never acquired it. Politeness makes you enjoyable to be around, so gives you an enduring edge over those who never acquired it. Yeah, I got it all under control. Yeah, I got it all under control. He's a chip of the block. He is a chip of the old block. He's a chip of the old block. I think you're losing sight of the big picture. I think you're losing sight of the big picture. 오늘 아침은 춥습니다. It's cold today, wasn't it? It's cold this morning. 아침이지, this morning, isn't it? It is cold this morning, isn't it? You make me feel good. You make me feel good. You make me feel good. I have nothing to. 난 너에게 할 말 있어. I have to say to. I have nothing. I have nothing 아니지. I have something to tell you. I have something. I have nothing 아니라. I have. There's nothing to. There's nothing 없다. I have something 있다. I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you. Do you find it hard to talk with strangers? Do you find it hard to talk with strangers? She acts as if she were a princess. She acts as if she were a princess. 오늘은 일단은 6단계는 잠시 멈추고 조금 더 할까요? 다시 1단계 문장 추가를 한번 또 하도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 어차피 출근하는 날이니까요. 많이 준비했습니다. 하나, 둘, 셋. 열 개가 추가됐죠? 그래서 2단계는 1단계를 포함한 거거든요. 그래서 100개가 110개가 된 거고, 여기는 변함없고요. 여기도 변함없고, 총 학습 개수는 2480개로 10개가 증가를 했죠. 그 다음에 이제 1단계를 한번 또 해보겠습니다. I'm on the verge of landing this job. landing이라는 표현을 쓰고 있군요. on the verge of 뭔말의 직전이다 이거죠. landing 뭔말 I'm on the verge of landing this job. 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 그는 얼마나 자주 만나? How often? How often do you see him? How often do you see him? How often do you see him? 오늘 오후에 잠깐 뵈러 들러도 될까요? 잠깐 stop by. Can I come by? Come by. Can I come by to see you this afternoon? Can I come by to see you this afternoon? Can I come by to see you this afternoon? Can I come by to see you this afternoon? 죄송합니다. 지금 고객을 만나고 있어요. I'm sorry. 그가 그렇다는 거죠. He's seeing a client at the moment. seeing을 쓰고 있죠. see. He's see a client. 고객을 만나고 있다는 거죠. He's seeing a client at the moment. He's seeing a client at the moment. I'm sorry. He's seeing a client at the moment. 나는 그렇게 보지 않아. I don't see it that way. 여기서 see you see. I don't see. 난 그렇게 보지 않아. I don't see. 난 너의 그것에 동의하지 않아. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. 점심 인파. lunch crowd. We had about let's start. We should leave now to beat the lunch crowd. 뭐뭐를 피하다라는 표현을 할 때 beat. 피하다? We should leave now to beat the lunch crowd. We should leave now to beat the lunch crowd. We should leave now to beat the lunch crowd. We should leave now to beat the lunch crowd. We should leave now to beat the lunch crowd. We should leave now to beat the lunch crowd. Can you see if you have this one in black? Can you see if you this one in black? Can you see if you have this one in black? 내 의견은 어때? 네 의견은 어째? What's your take? What's your take? What's your take? What's your take on it? What's your take? What's your take on it? I am verge of I'm on verge of beating this job. landing이었지. landing this job. I'm on the verge of landing this job. I am verge of landing this job. I am on the verge of landing this job. we should 생각이 안 나네. lunch crowd beat we should leave early to beating the lunch crowd 그런 거였나? we should leave now 우리는 지금 떠나야 합니다. we should leave now 어떻게 하기 위해서? to beat the lunch crowd 하기 위해서 we should leave now to beat the lunch crowd Can you see if you have this one in black? Can you see if you have this one in black? Can you see if you have this one in black? Can you see if you have this one in black? Can you see if you have this one in black? Can you see if you have this one in black? Can you see if you have this one in black? 오늘은 이 정도만 하고 녹화를 마치겠습니다. 20분이 넘어갔네요.